Cam, what does it mean to come back and get back in the community and hold this tournament?
Oh man, it's big for me. It's especially for me having the foundation. You know, taking the time out to give back to the community, especially a state that has given so much to me. An appreciation is what it is in some sort. But allowing kids to get exposure, allowing kids to do something that they love to do as well as I did when I was at their age.
Why is Birmingham an important stop on the 7-on-7 series?
Well, honestly, with me having ties with in Auburn and Alabama, I also understand being in the state of Alabama. You don't want to be biased to one city or the other, and I think Birmingham is kind of like the middle point. For both, but I never wanted to become about University of Alabama or Auburn, because that's what it's about. It's bigger than that, in my opinion. It's about allowing kids to come out here and live their dreams, and spending quality time with them so they can see that if they focus and then put their mind to great energy, something good will happen.
Along with the first question, there's like half of them are inner city schools, and a lot of these don't have a big fan base, and some of them come from broken families. What does it mean to have like an impact like you come and impact this team?
Well, half the time, the young men that you're talking about, they just want to be heard. They just want somebody to talk to. They just want hope, and hopefully I could be that for them, to cope with them in some type of idea, shape, form, and just give them that type of push, that nudge that'll get them over. So many times that you hear about the horror stories of guys who drop out of school, guys who have every right to say I'm done, keep going. But and that's the reason why I put events like this on, is just to give hope to the people who feel as if they want better in life.
I know your #1 passion is football, but what you just spoke of right there,
right,
it has to be pretty high up there too as far as priority.
Absolutely, absolutely. The thing that you have to realize for me, I know how to use my influence, or I pray that I use my influence in a positive way. And the game of football has given me so much, and I understand that. But at the end of the day, the game of football is kind of like the carrot to entice so many people around. And yeah, we're having a 7-on-7 tournament, but at the end of the day, these kids get the opportunity to see me, see people in my foundation, ask questions, talk to them, and to see that Cam was at Parker High School, and if he could do it, then I could do it.
You always talk to the kids. What's your message this year to them when you talk to them?
Well, I mean, it pretty much speak from the heart. I can't necessarily tell you what I'm going to speak about because it's so spur of the moment. But for me, it's just trying to prove to them that any single thing that they want in life is in their reach and their grasp. It started with a dream for me. At the age of 7 years old, the first time I laced up a pair of cleats, and here I am at 26, living a dream. I constantly pinch myself of life because it just seems to keep getting better and better. And I owe a lot to my supporting cast. I owe a lot to the man upstairs for allowing me to give me this type of pinnacle that people see, hear, and they critique the good, the bad, or the ugly. And it's up to me for giving them the quality of things that they do critique.
Now, what do you say to students who may say, hey, that's great you got your degree, but you had all this money. Why was that so important?
Well, it was never about money. It was always about finishing something that I started, it was a promise that was made for my mom, and everybody on the athletic side was more focused on Cam. Are you gonna play? Are you gonna start? Are you gonna do this? Are you gonna do that? But the little sweetheart of my mom, Jackie Newton, gave me that motherly love, and said it's bigger than that. It's about your education, and I just wanted to finish it not only for myself but for her as well.
On the football side.